there is something highly supernatural about the husband-wife relationship. It's different than dating. It's different than shacking up. Because you can shack up with a chick and not have the blessing of God, because God makes you one when you're in covenant, and shacking up's not covenant. So you can sleep around together and move in together, but you won't have the blessing of God, because that's not a supernatural thing. That's just what humans do. We're going to live together for a while and try this thing out and see how we work it out. But God says, what I'm going to do is unite you as one. 1 + 1 = 1. So I want you to start out thinking this way. Marriage is a supernatural thing. And therefore, because it's supernatural, it is going to be one of the hardest roads to fight, because the devil's going to fight you tooth and toenail for it. This is what I've always said. It's amazing when a guy and a girl get together, the hardest fight, especially if they're Christian, and maybe not today, maybe in today's culture it's totally different. But back in the culture of in the 80s, if you were a Christian and you had a boyfriend or girlfriend, you just did not sleep around. It just wasn't you're a Christian, you don't shack up, have sex, move in together. I know 2016 culture today is different, and people have their own thinking about that. But the reality of that is, I would always find I was having to counsel boys to take cold showers, pray in the Spirit, don't have sex before marriage, don't get to the altar pure, get to the altar holy, don't be sleeping around. And I even had one mother tell me, she said, I can't even fathom my boys marrying a girl without first moving in with her to see how it's going to work out. And I said, so you mean to tell me that you look at relationships like it's a used car lot? I'm going to borrow this car, drive it around a while. If I don't like it, I'm going to cash it back in. That's not covenant thinking. But then I noticed this over the 30 years of marriage. I noticed that before people got married, they were praying in tongues not to hook up and have intimate relationships. But after marriage, they had to fast and pray to try to have sex, because they had so much water under the bridge, so much hurt, so much confusion over the years, that their intimacy suffered greatly. And I think the reason the intimacy suffers so greatly is it's hard to be intimate with someone when you're not one with them.